Hi everyone, and today we're going to be reviewing this chunk of chocolate. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another review, and today we're going to be looking at this absolutely perfectly chocolatey deliciousness piece of plastic right here. That is the beast of the Mesozoic, Suskityrannus, from the Tyrannosaur series. It's the 1/18th scale Suskityrannus, and I'm super excited to get it open because I absolutely have fallen in love with this figure, and I'm so glad that I got it. But anyways, let's just go ahead and check out the box here. So on the side here, you can see a gorgeous picture of the Suskityrannus stealing an egg from a Zuniceratops. Looks really, really nice. And of course, you can see like Suskityrannus, Beast of the Mesozoic, Tyrannosaur series. On the side here, we've got another Beast of the Mesozoic logo. Over here, we got Suskityrannus, some facts about the animal, and some more facts, and some facts about the figure. And on the bottom here, you can see all the other Wave 2 Tyrannosaurs, so that's cool. And you can see the little Suski's face popping out there. But anyways, that's all the box. There's a top, but it's pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and pop this out of the box, because I'm super excited. And of course, straight out of the box, you have this booklet with all the information you need to know on it. Of course, very important in case you have never gotten one of these figures before, but I have, so I don't need it. Also, we have this beautiful collector's card featuring the same image we have on the front of the box, but just on a card instead. And you can see the Zuniceratops chasing after, which is not happy after the Suskityrannus obviously stole its egg. So on the other side, you can see some photography of the figure. And down here, you can see some facts about it. Pretty cool. And yeah. And here's our little Suskityrannus, the little chunk of chocolate that it is. You know, I was going to make an Among Us joke, but I think that the chocolate is much more fitting for this figure, at least. But here we have it, and it's absolutely gorgeous and looks like so edible. Like, come on, you cannot say that that doesn't look appetizing. If I'm being honest, this one is probably the most appetizing looking figure I have in my collection. There's absolutely no doubt about it. It just looks so delicious. Oh my gosh, I can't resist it. I must take a bite, but I can't because it's plastic. But let's just go ahead and take a look at this figure because it's absolutely gorgeous. The paint job on this little dude is based off of a osprey, which is a really cool bird and absolutely awesome looking. And it looks really nice on this figure. But starting up here in the head, you can see the face is sort of a dark brown color, sort of a grayish color. It has some little stripes that are fairly faded, but it kind of depends on the figure. I've seen some with really noticeable stripes and some with not so much, but it's kind of a little bit of a unique pattern on every figure. Not everyone is different. So, not everyone is the same. What am I saying? I don't even know. But you can see it has sort of a brushing of a lighter color up there in the antorbital fenestra. And the eye looks really, really nice. Very nicely painted with a gloss coat over it. You can see all different colors of brown sort of splotched all over the face. You can see on the jaw there, and the lower jaw is the same color. It has sort of a creamy color of white that sort of runs as the base coat for the entire body. And inside the mouth is painted a light pink color. Very, very nice. All the little teeth are very nicely sculpted and painted. My camera will focus on them. They're sculpted not individually, but they still look really nice for the size that this little figure is. Really, really cool. And you can see that the patterns run all the way down onto the back. There was sort of darker black browns and a sort of reddish brown splotching all over the place, sort of just in random patterns. And you can see a little bit on the shoulder there. The little hands are painted a nice light yellow color with the tips of the claws, of course, always painted. And the rest of the body is sort of brushed like with a metallic color, which is really, really cool. And you can't really see that in the promotional images. for this figure, but it looks really, really nice in person. If you notice, it's actually dry brushed with a little bit of a metallic color to it. Sort of a metallic white, pearly white, just kind of brushed all over it. And you couldn't really notice that like on the prototype images, but in hand, this looks really, really cool. I just love that little touch of that little metallic brush. Looks really, really nice. And of course, these spots sort of just stripe around, splotching all over the place. You can see some on the leg there. And there's sort of a darker color of a creamy, sort of whitish brown. It's quite noticeable, but sort of not noticeable at the same time. Of course, like under the stripes, and there's a little spot here. And of course, then that ends, and it sort of starts again with the sort of a brownish, reddish brown that sort of stripes all the way down the tail. And at the very tip of the tail, it is painted with a darker color and sort of dry brushed with a sort of a kind of a lightish tan for some reason. It's very cool to see all these little details on the tail. And there's some little black spots here and there on the tail. And the little feet are sort of a grayish color with a tan color dry brushed over it. And then that fades out in sort of a gold, like yellow color. And the little toes are, the little claws are painted. And that's pretty much it. This figure is absolutely gorgeous, and I want to eat it. Anyways, as for articulation, we don't really need to go over the sculpt because the sculpt is just absolutely gorgeous, and I'm not very good at doing that, so we're not going to do that. But as you can see, the sculpt is very nice with lots of little details. The feathers are very nicely sculpted. The face is nicely sculpted. Just overall really nice. Like I said, the jaw opens quite wide, actually. You can get it really, really wide. I don't know why. And it seals very nice. Like, probably one of the best seals for the lips on any of the Tyrannosaurs that I have. The little head here has quite a lot of mobility right here. You can swivel it all the way around, like a lot. You can turn it, like, you can turn the head, you can move it pretty much all around. You just have so much mobility in their neck. And the neck here, it's not as posable, but you can get some really nice side to side, up and down. The down is really nice, and the up, you can't really get a lot of up, but the down is really, really good. And of course, you can also break its neck if you would like. The arms here move all the way around, and they move out, but not as much as I was expecting. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. It's still quite posable, of course. Of course, the elbows have some little articulation points. The little hand can move in and out, and also swivel if you would like to break its wrist, which it would rather you not, but I guess do whatever you want. The midsection here is not the best, but I think that might just because it's a little stiff right out of the box, even though I have warmed it up with a hairdryer. Sometimes they can still just take some time to wear in, but you can kind of get a side to side and an up and down just a little bit, not that much. The leg here can move all the way around, all the way up. The knee is also articulated and moves very nice. And the leg here can be moved as much as you want and swiveled. And the foot is on a little ball joint, so you can just move it any way you want. The tail is also very articulated. You can move it down quite a ways for some reason, a lot. And up is pretty good, and you can get some good side to side there. And the rest of the tail is a wire, so you can pose that however you want. Really, really cool. Just a very articulated figure, of course, because it's a BOTM figure. I don't know what else you would expect. Here is the base. It looks very, very nice with sort of a swampy look to it. has some rocks with sort of like moss or algae growing on them, and some moss or algae, I'm not 100% sure, all over this part of the base. Looks really, really nice, and honestly, kind of one of my favorite bases. I just absolutely love that green. It just always stands out to me. It's really nice. And you have your little Suskityrannus. You can put it up there and pose it however you want. It's actually pretty stable, just how it is right now, even without me posing it. It also comes with a separate clip that you can use instead of this one, so it comes with two. And it comes with these little tiny changeable toes. You've got sort of a closed toe and an open curled toe, so you can change them out however you would like. Just make sure that you have them in a baggie of feet like I have. Everyone keeps a baggie of feet so you don't lose them. It's very convenient. For a length, this figure is right at the 8 inches mark and just stands right under 4 inches. But of course that is going to change depending on the pose you put it in. But that is the Beast of the Mesozoic, Suskityrannus. I think this little dude is absolutely amazing and looks so delicious. And I can't wait to start gnawing on its tail. That's a joke. I'm not actually going to do that. And I do not recommend you doing that either. Yeah. Anyways, this little dude might be small, but it's honestly really fun to play with and pose. It's just a really fun little figure. And honestly, I can't wait to get more because there's going to be more. I'm telling you that. So make sure to stick around for the next video, which will be coming out tomorrow because I'm doing daily uploads for the next week or so. So check that out. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. And bye-bye.